Hey everyone, Duke Nuga 3D here, and people have been asking about this, and I'm finally getting around to it as I said I would, but gonna give you guys a quick tour of the collection as we head into the new year, so let's get right down into it. So, the majority of everything is held inside my closet. It's a walk-in closet, not much to say about it. All of this will be eventually moved whenever I move in with Moulage. That will come sometime in the future. I don't know exactly when. We're hoping for sometime in later 2020, but there's no guarantee on that. This is basically the last place it's probably going to be until I move out of here. Well, duh. But anyways, I'm talking, so let's start from the older top shelf here. We got M1A1, US, everything on the top shelf is American, by the way. M1A1 service mask, a M2A1 service mask, M3 diaphragm, transitional M3 diaphragm, an M3A1 diaphragm, M3 and M4 lightweight service masks. You got Navy diaphragm Mark IV in this box below here. You got a M2 10A16 optical face piece. The box that my M3 came in when I originally got it, and that's holding a bunch of random face forms. You got the M5 combat service mask with optical inserts, and apologies if the camera's kind of shaking and kind of holding the tripod kind of weird. You got the M8 snout mask next to that. You got a Firestone M2 10A16 here with the M10 canister kind of resting on the upper shelf there. And on the shelves you have a bunch of random goggles, and in the red box is the TISO apparatus parts. Next to this you have a M9 or M9A1 depending on which carrier I display it with. You got a Navy diaphragm Mark V, ABC M17, M14A1 and M25A1. Got an M17A1, got a MCU2 AP with the secondary skin. You got a M40A1 with a universal pattern second skin. I almost called it an A2 because it's everyone's used to calling it that. You got a M45 Land Warrior gas mask. You have a Burrell Cops type of both the early stockinetted and the later Yablick valve model without the stockinet. And next to that you have a Burrell diaphragm. Moving on, there's the good old face form number 2. You got an MSA Millennium, below that Finnish M61, bunch of random parts and junk in these boxes. You got a E41 R43 face piece for Moulage's M1A1 training mask that I will be returning to him at a later date. You got a British S10. You got a bunch of winterizing kit manuals in that M9 tin there. You got the Black Butyl C48 R1 face piece, which I still need to finish restoring and return to Retro Respirators. I got all the head harness hardware in that little tub there, which I have not been able to rivet onto it due to needing to acquire proper rivet dies. There is a Acme number 6 in that carrier bag. There is a Finnish M61 in that bag there, and below all this there's a German Zodiac suit, Russian L1 suit, and a, what's it called, the KR1U rocket refueling suit. Bunch of random stuff in between here. This is a medium M45 in its carrier, which will probably be given to Moulage at a later date. And again, if you don't know who Moulage is, check out his channel. I'll link it in the description. Moving my backpack aside, you got the carrying, or the original storage tin that the M1A1 came issued in that Moulage opened before me. Got MSA rocket refueling and all service canisters. You got a AMBU chemical resuscitation unit, and behind these there is an unopened M9A1 in its tin. The camera's kind of dark, I apologize, but in here this is a Burrell Cops type trunk, and this one's the MSA All Vision trunk, and then here is the Acushnet reproduction snout type service mask, or whatever the hell it's called, the thing I did a video on with Moulage while I was visiting him earlier this month. In here is a silicone Ultraview face piece, and there is a Hycar Ultraview face piece right there with the hose. There is a MSA Clearview, and then there is an MSA All Vision. Underneath my uniforms here I got a 3M7800S with a MSA OptiFilter XL particulate filter and a TMC gas mask pouch. And you got a bunch of random uniforms here. Got a proper International Co. Raid modified DCU jacket. Got Night Desert Parka pants, or whatever the hell they're called. ABUs, chocolate chip, Woodland VSR 95, whatever, or 93, excuse me. And pretty much just a bunch of OG 107 after that. In this box down here, there's just a bunch of random face pieces. If memory serves me correct, there is a German ABC Schultz mask M62. There is a Swiss SM74. There is a Polish MC1 with the early rubber head harness. There is a North MBU clone airline mask. There's a Russian Mag 3L, and probably a couple others that I can't remember. Oh yeah, Korean K1. Hate that thing. I need to sell that eventually. There is a Wilson G4 and a bunch of Wilson WAG half masks in this trunk here. And in this white tub are all of my ATs, of which there are currently 3. And there are all of my post-war Japanese masks in there, maybe a couple other things, which I don't remember at the current point, but that's the majority of it. And then over here is where I keep all the diving equipment. There's a Draeger R60 with the hood. There's the KV, or no, it's not the KV. The Draeger R168 is in that East German carrier bag there. A health. Oh, I'm bumping into stuff. It's very cramped in here, folks. I am sorry. Didn't say this was going to be a very well-made video. There is a, I believe in this box, or at least the box below it, there is the Healthways dual hose regulator. And moving onto this shelf, because I haven't gotten onto this yet, got all the Russian masks, the SHIP 2BK face piece and IP4 configuration, a SHM62U face piece in either GP5 or PMG2 configuration, a SHM66MU face piece in either GP5M or PMG2 configuration, a SHMG, if I'm getting that correct, face piece in PMG configuration, a SHMB face piece in PBF kit configuration. The shelf below that, you have a SHMSR face piece in PRVU configuration, and I can easily swap out the voice diaphragm with that of the SHM66MU to make it a SHMS face piece in RSH4 configuration. Getting confused yet? You have the MB180 Owl face piece by Andrei Borshev. And next to that, you have a standard MB180 and PMK2 configuration. Both of these are technically PMK2. And behind them, there is the PMK3 face piece with MB2 face piece. Below that, you got all the Chinese junk. You got a Type 64B. There is a Type 65, and next to that, a Type 69. And over here, which, again, the light's probably terrible, so I apologize, there is a MF11, no, not MF11, the MF12 or FMJ06A. And then there is that weird experimental panoramic mask, which I still haven't figured out what the hell it is. And again, the lighting's pretty terrible down here, so forgive me. Behind here, there is a Polish SZR250 head wound mask, the Serbian M1, and next to that, a Serbian M2, a Czech Republic OM10 and CM4. That's everything on that shelf. And in the drawers, up here is my hose drawer. I keep a bunch of spare hoses in here. Most of them are M2s, a couple collective protector hoses, and just other random assorted hoses and bits and bobs relating to them. This drawer's hard to close because of all the suits over here. In this drawer, you mostly have hoods. You have a World War II permeable wool gas protective hood. Below that, you have a M1 winterizing kit. And then you have the HGU 65P Toxicological Agents Protective Hood for the MCU series masks. A bunch of random chemical gloves, a quick doff hood, and underneath that a Pasket helmet cover, chemical cover. I don't think there's really much else in here. There's those weird late optical inserts for an M9, which I've never been able to fit properly because of how weird they are. And not much else in here. Oh, there's a ABC M4 hood underneath the winterizing kit. I don't think there's much else worth mentioning. And then here is the filter drawer. Got a bunch of random assorted filters. I'm not going to list through them all. You can get the picture about it just by looking at it. Get the camera. And then there's also the Gentex Southwind cold weather respirator thing. And apologies for not being able to show everything off because it's all packed away and I'd have to dig it out. But that's my collection for 2019. So heading into the new decade, I'm not really sure what else I'm planning to get mask related, but I assure you there will be some things here and there, and I'll definitely keep you posted as always. And I should also mention at this point that whenever I do get out of here and I do get set up with Moulage, I'm planning on totally revamping the way I do my channel, the way I do my videos. I'm going to do proper editing. There's going to be less of this non-scripted type of deal because you all pretty much know at this point that I don't do any of my videos scripted. I kind of run off the top of my head, and I'm going to try and stop doing that at some point in the future. So just kind of give you an idea of what the channel has held for it in the near or possibly late future. I don't know. Again, it'll happen when it happens, and you'll all know when it does. And I'm definitely already trying new things now with camera positions, and as you already know, I've been kind of filming over here because the lighting's better in here than out in the my famous corner. But anywho, that's it. Excuse me. Hope everyone has a happy new year or some shit. Again, apologies for kind of the terrible video, but you got to see my collection, so you can't fucking complain. So, later.